What are common multi-touch attribution mistakes and how can marketers avoid them?
The common mistake to do with MTA is that they one assume that all the touch points are digital, which is not correct. What you always often see is that you have a deal with a lot of marketing touch points. We attribute all the credit to these touch points. And then when you talk to the sales team, it turns out that the buyer was just someone who used that same product in another company. And marketing had very little impact to it. That's a very classic case. And it's not a small one. Like I used to work for very big B2Bs, and that was a big portion of the revenue. And the reason is because most of the product, what is the most impactful is referrals. There's nothing better than somebody who used a product before, who want to reuse it again, or somebody who use a product now and recommend it to one of their peers. So you can't beat that. And so when you use marketing touch attribution, MTA, you assign all of these referral performance to marketing, which is completely wrong, because what's going to happen then is that you're going to justify more spend of those touch points because of the performance you see, and it's a complete waste of money. So that's the first issue. The second issue is that there is that belief that you can connect all the touch points together. And that's not true. What you do see is that when you look at an MTA, when you look at the tool, you'll see that a lot of the revenue will be attributed to the real bottom of the funnel, which is paid search, very often retargeting. Paid search and retargeting are the guys who are coming up the most at the end or on the bottom of the funnel. And the reason is because you have fraction of journeys. And sometimes the connection between those fractions does not exist. So the only journey part that is going to be attributed to revenue is the end one, because the top one, there is that missing link between the two. And so those are the two main issue marketers and CFOs also do when using MTA for budget allocation, is assuming one, that all the touch points are digital, and two, that we can connect them together. And sorry, the third one, I'm laughing because I think my video editor is going to have a struggle like doing that video. But the third one is the problem is the causation problem. It's not because you had a touch point that it had any impact. I like to give the example, every people who went to that restaurant passed that door. Every people who didn't go to the restaurant didn't pass the door. And it's not because you're going to add another door that you're going to have more people in that restaurant. And a lot of MTA vendors and marketers using MTA follow that logic, which is completely biased and wrong.